Isn't that why we all do it? Hello and welcome to the channel, Boots on the Ground UK. Now, with it being a super glorious sunshiny day here in Yorkshire, I decided we would take a tent that you can buy from Go Outdoors. As many people have been asking me on Discord and YouTube, what's the best tent for wild camping? We're going to buy one in the outdoor sale and I'm going to show you what we think. Let's go. And just as I thought it'd be, everywhere such as Golden Acre Park and places like that are absolutely packed. All this social distancing stuff, nobody is taking a blind bit of notice. So we've come to a secret location, not really, but it's a place I've never been before, down near Woodhouse School, down in Greengates near Appley Bridge. So hopefully we can find on this path here that goes along the side of the canal behind me, hopefully I can jump off and get into the woods somewhere, or even a field, until we can get this video done before Farmer Brown comes out with his bloody gun. So here we are, not quite in the woods. I won't tell you where I am, but it's half wood, half plain field. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at the Bobcat. Now you can get this from Go Outdoors. I think I paid, it was either 60 or 65 pounds. I'll put that on the video right now. And the reason that I bought this was because the previous tent, I'll put a clip in now, I've shown you before, was the Phox E1, I think it was, from Go Outdoors. Brilliant tent for ultra stealth wild camping and just getting out there and being sneaky and getting away because of the low profile, but it was really like a coffin. Once you got into that thing, you couldn't even change your socks. So on a day when it's beautifully sunny, if you're going minimalistic, that tent is perfect. But if you're wanting to get changed and you're wanting to get into your tent later on, or even if it's raining, you literally can't get out your clothes, you can't store your gear, and it's really, really tight. Once you're in, you're in. And if you suffer from claustrophobia, then that tent is no good for you. So today we're going to be looking at the Bobcat. I'm going to be putting this up and letting you have a look at it, and we'll have a little bit of a review here in this field on this glorious sunny day. Let's get bobcatting. So you don't need me to show you all this stuff because it's all pretty basic, to be honest with you. But it does pack up into quite a small package, and there's very little items in here. You've got your oversheet, the ground sheet, you've obviously got your pegs here, and you've also got these, which are a beautiful gold colour. I hope that comes out on the video, but they really are a nice colour. And it packs up into a really small package that'll really go easily on your backpack. So I'm going to connect this all up now. It's bread and butter to most of you out there that have been wild camping, but we'll put it up anyway, and we'll have a look at some of the benefits of this tent if you want to go wild camping. Now, if like me you don't read the instructions and you just come in and set it up, I noticed down here, down where the pegs are, there are these hooks. Now, I started to think maybe this is how you attach it to the outer sheet, but we're going to learn this together. So these are hooked in there, but what it does mean is that there's all these left. And of course, we know that is going to be for your ground sheet. So with these poles, now I'm thinking, well, they must go through here, or are these to attach it to the outer? Got to be. So regarding where those go at the minute, I'm presuming that they're going to go on the outside, whereas on some tents, these actually go on the inside. We shall find out together, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as we didn't read the instructions, and you would think it would be Captain Obvious, I worked out that the elasticated strip that goes along the bottom of this outer sheet is supposed to run along the black border between the orange and the black. And henceforth, I eventually put this on the wrong way round. So as I've said in many of my videos before, you really do need to practice and put this out before you get out into the field, because if you're getting out there and you're wild camping and you see the sky is starting to bruise, well, it can become rather frustrating. One of the other things as well, one of the negatives I found on this was once the poles were put in through the tent, the amount of force needed to attach it into place was ridiculous. I really struggled with this, especially with the wind and the shape of it, so it may be advisable to open this tent before you try and put that in. But I hate to say this and be sexist here. If you're a single petite female out in the field, you're going to really struggle to get that pole into that last connector, as you're about to see on screen. I tried and tried and gritted my teeth and swore and tried again.
Hell. This is ridiculous. Hallelujah.
That took some real doing, and it may be because the poles are brand new. There may not have been that much bend or give in them, and hopefully that will get easier, because as I mentioned, out in the field, if it's raining and you want to get this tent up rather quickly, you've really got to force that into that bottom connector to get it in there. It also helps, ladies and gentlemen, if you put the top canopy on the right way around.
Well, this shows you 15 minutes later I finally worked it out. Good God. That's why you need to read the instructions and try and put these things up before you actually get out into the field. This black line here represents the back line of your outer ground sheet. So all it's a matter of now, I presume, is to hook these. There'll be some little hooks up here at the top. So I shall hook this up quickly and then we'll have another look. So there she is. She's all up, and I think once you've done this a few times you could probably get this up in 5-10 minutes maybe. It's a little bit tricky because of this high arch, especially in the wind as the train goes past. These are the things that you're really going to have to consider with this tent. As you can see, it has got quite a large profile. Well, I say a large profile, it probably goes up to about waist height. So it's not going to be the most stealthy tent if you're doing wild camping, but I think this gives you the opportunity to be able to get in, get your clothes off, wet clothes off, get some of your gear in there, and if it is raining, obviously we haven't got the outer sheet on here which does zip. It's going to give you that opportunity to be able to get your gear here, and possibly with the tent open in the morning you could probably cook while you're still in there. But let's get in and have a look and see how much room's actually in here. I'm not putting all the guide ropes down because you know that you get the idea. So let's get in and let's have a look from the inside. So there we go, this is the inside, and if I climb in, there is probably, if I can see there, as much room as the Phox 1 in terms of length. I'm 5'11". I'm just about fitting it in here with my feet at the bottom, but of course there is this, which I'm sure if it's done properly you would give you a bit more room, but this is quite claustrophobic again compared to the Phox 1. But you get the idea here. I'm literally, as I lay down, almost at the very end. But you know what, once you're in and you hear that rain on the tarp, there's nothing better. So let's zip it up and see how much room we've got once it's all connected up. So there we're in, and as I mentioned here, we have a straight wall on this side, but on this side it's almost like a wedge, like a perfect triangle, as you can see down there. So you've probably got enough room in it. Well, you've definitely got enough room for your bag in here. You've got enough room for your pillow, maybe a few personal items. There are a couple of pockets at this side. We have a fly net up here that's going to let the air in, so the heat can rise in here if you get too hot. But it does feel quite nice in here, and laying down here, it's not over your face. Again, by the time you've got a pillow though, well, we are wild camping, this is not glamping, isn't it? As I mentioned, this does actually come with its own mini ground sheet on the outside, meaning you can get a little bit of a beautiful sunrise as you get out of bed in the morning. And it also gives you the opportunity to be able to get your backpack and your gear in here with that tarp down over the top. We pull it down. Obviously this is not pulled out now, it would be pulled out to here, and you would get quite a good area all the way up to here to be able to get your backpack, your gear and everything else in here and keep it dry. Obviously in summer you won't need to do that, but yeah, this is quite a good idea to be able to get in there. And it actually, once this is down, if it's too hot in here, you could not bother with this inner lining and you'd get some nice breeze in here during the summer. So what do I think of the Bobcat? Well, compared to the Phox EX1, this is definitely a larger profile tent with the arch, and as I mentioned, in the wind you may have a little bit of bother with this, so try putting this up a couple of times before you actually take it out into the field the first time. Now the Phox 1 is extremely low profile, and that's what makes that tent absolutely fantastic, especially for wild camping when you're out there and you don't want anybody to know you're there. You get in, you get out, and you leave no trace. This tent is a larger profile, so you may have to pick a place that's going to be a little bit more sneaky beaky if you want to get out there, but for £60 I think this was from Go Outdoors, this is a fantastic tent. Because the Phox 1, when it's raining, you've got no way of getting changed, you've got no way of changing your gear or keeping your gear dry on a night time without stuffing everything into that coffin, which is really claustrophobic once you're in there, but it is super toasty. This tent, I think, is fantastic. It's not much larger when it's packed up to go under your backpack when you're out there on the field, and for 60 odd pounds you can't really go wrong. So get one in the sale now at Go Outdoors. Get Outdoors! Get your safe in, lad, at Go Outdoors. But overall, this is a fantastic tent, highly recommended for when you want to get out there and you're not quite sure what the weather's going to do. So the rest of this video you're going to see me packing this up, and we'll do a time ramp. For the meantime, I've been boots on the ground. This has been the Bobcat here on a playing field, as I can't find anywhere to go into the woods where there ain't bloody people. We make sure that we leave absolutely no trace that we were ever here. There are a lot of people at the minute, if you notice on the news, wild camping, going out into the dales, leaving loads of rubbish and really making it more difficult for the people out there who appreciate where they are out in the woods. And make sure, again, to bang this home, make sure that you don't leave any trace wherever you're going. Wild camping, it's best for you to get in late and leave early. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video on this gloriously beautiful sunny day here in Yorkshire. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, share and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in some more kit reviews, and maybe, just maybe, we'll do something a little bit different on the channel. Who knows? One thing I forgot to mention, if you're looking at my beard and going, look at the bloody state of that, well, barring the haircut obviously for coronavirus, I started to have a shave, dropped it in the bath, and now it doesn't work. I've got bollocks to it. Too much of a beautiful day to be going to the shop with a mask on looking for a bloody razor. And lads, don't ever buy Gillette. Social justice warrior, liberal shite, man bashing crap. Never ever buy Gillette. Google it if you don't believe me. What a beautiful day. Anyway, I keep saying it's the end of the video, but I keep wanting to chip in and say some more. What I wanted to ask you, my subscribers actually, while we're on the way back, can you suggest anything exciting and different, or an interesting location that you'd like me to visit? Maybe, just maybe, if we set up a Patreon, I could say to you, give us a tenner and you can come with us, and you can be on the interwebs with fame, money, fast cars and loose women. Isn't that why we all do it? Oh!